This is the Wormhole Extremists. I am David, and I am with Nicole.
Hello.
And Evie.
Hello.
And this is There But For the Grace of God.
This
Exactly.
is one of the greatest episodes of Stargate.
It really
Absolutely.
is. And I didn't realize that the title references a quote from a 16th century English preacher called John Bradford. And the quote was, "There but for the grace of God I go," or "go I," which was meant to be an expression of humility. And when used, the speaker is acknowledging that outside factors have played a role in one's
Correct.
success in life. So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
And apparently there's also a similarly named MacGyver episode from 1991 called There But for the Grace. Yeah.
Interesting. I love the alien star map. That's really cool. That's behind
Yeah.
Carter.
Yes, that is awesome.
I wish we got to find out
It's a
more
big
about
set
the
piece.
people that were here.
Yes, it's a real pity.
They were
'Cause
collectors.
they were just really, they just cool seamen. I love the panic. Getting here and seeing this.
Here we go. As soon as he sees this, it's like, we've got a problem. It's a gold symbol.
Love that. Yeah. More info, please.
Yeah, let's haul out of here. Eek.
We better get a move on. Otherwise, they would just spend a lot of time walking around here, collecting all of these beautiful souvenirs, as Vala would say.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, thank you. The plug of Vala. Yes.
So coming up, there's a bit of a continuity goof with Daniel in the camcorder. So he puts it down to stuff the artifacts into his bag. And before he picks up a second artifact, the recorder is on the table, and then the camera pans out and it disappears.
Well.
Lockwatcher says Powertech Labs was used for There Before the Grace of God also works hangar in Space Race. I'm guessing that's
Yep,
true?
that's correct. That's correct. So yeah, PowerTech Labs in Vancouver is a testing laboratory for electrical equipment, and yeah, it is used in Space Race as Warwick's hangar.
I always get a lot of anxiety about the mirror, and yeah, you're right. The camera's gone. Damn it, Evie. When he picks up the remote, when they explain later how it works in season 3, it's like, whoa, that is not precise or like specific in any way. Like you could be finding a world that's like close in every way except one tiny detail,
There
and
should
that
be
would
like a
terrify
warning
me.
sticker, or there should be like it should be harder to turn on.
There should be bigger instructions on how to use this thing. The remote shouldn't be so goddamn small without an interface of an actual screen. Anxiety.
So do you guys think that this is built from Naquadah, just based on the look of it?
Yes.
It kind of has the same texture as the gate.
I would love to.
We never find out. We never find out who built it, do we?
No. Nope.
Because you kind of like assume that maybe it's the ancients, but then they didn't really have a lot of interest in like exploring like the multiverse. So I don't know.
I mean, they've got all their own problems at home, The thing is, you can't really like worry about protecting the multiverse when you've got your own universe is its own thing. You've got so many issues.
So many issues closer to home.
Yeah, it's why other SG1s dying are always like, it's not our SG1.
They've left him before. I love that implication.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Can we just acknowledge how cool that shot was?
It's a really good shot.
It's very
passing
awesome
in front of the device, and then the glow from where he used to be standing into the new room that he's in now.
Yeah.
So this episode's directed by David Warry-Smith, and it's his first Stargate outing of 12. So we can, I guess, thank him for the cool camera angles.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Well,
this is different.
Interesting.
That's a lot of weapons to have trained on a single person.
Just a random question. Are colonels usually like, do people get to like such an old age being still a colonel? Because I find it weird seeing General Hammond as a colonel at his age.
I mean, Major Davis is going to be 70 and still a major's.
Oh gosh, you're right. Ugh.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
But like, I don't know, maybe in this reality, Hammond's had different things to focus on.
Yep.
Because I was going to mention there's actually this is one of my favorite fan fiction stories called Meet You on the Other Side by L.S. Grimm 91, and it actually fleshes out this world a lot in a lot more detail.
Okay.
And in her story, I think Hammond's wife had cancer, and so he was sort of more like focused on that.
Makes sense.
She had cancer in our reality too.
Yeah, but like, yeah, they really fleshed it out in the story.
Quit the military for a while.
Yeah, he just sort of just put more focus into taking care of her rather than focusing on his career and advancement within his career. Also, I was going to say the second and third shots of Michael Shanks in these opening credits are from this episode.
They are, which is why I love them so much. That one gives me anxiety
and that
every
one.
time. And this is when he's saying goodbye to Catherine, and it makes me so happy.
Will is joining us. William.
Oh, hello, William.
F7 Super Serial. So there are only so many slots for promotion. That's a fair point. So
William and Finian, I hope.
I was going to throw in a story from my childhood. So when I was a kid, I had to write an English story. Just throw in any story in my English class, and I just chose to get a quantum mirror, just copied that, and just wrote a thing about alternate realities. And then no one in my class knew what Stargate was, but someone had made their own story about traveling to other worlds, and they'd used a Stargate on the cover of their of their one. They didn't even know what Stargate was, and I saw it, and I like lost my mind because I was so annoyed. I was like, "You're using the gate, you don't even appreciate what it is."
That's hilarious.
So
side note, this is our first episode featuring an alternate reality, and obviously the first episode with the quantum mirror.
Catherine's back.
But we do see it again in season 3 and also in season 9. It's mentioned in Ripple Effect because Dr. Lee confirms it's been destroyed by Hammond's orders.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if only we could return them all back to their realities with the mirror.
And I was actually reading as well that about 4 days before this episode aired, there was an episode of The Outer Limits called In Another Life that also featured a quantum mirror.
No.
Or well, the term quantum mirror at least.
They used the actual term.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was co-written by Brad Wright, so it makes like perfect sense.
Oh, okay. Story by David Kemper.
I'm really excited.
It's he's actually more famous for his Farscape episodes.
Oh yes, David Farscape. Kemper. Yes, let's do it. Fargate SG1, more for it.
Fargate. Gosh.
I love seeing Elizabeth Hoffman again as Catherine. It was
a wonderful surprise. Absolutely wonderful to have her back. This is a very dark world.
It is really dark.
They're being ripped apart upstairs.
It's funny that this is the episode where Daniel's kind of talking about how kind of perfect his world is by comparison at the moment. The mention of Ernest coming up. Oh, just I get so excited about seeing her reaction to hearing. She's like, what? It's great.
Yeah.
And she gets to find out twice that Ernest is alive. We get to witness it twice.
That's true.
If he does exist, if he is alive in this alternate reality, he may have slipped and fallen into the sea.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
Right. That's the thing.
So the hypothesis of different realities was first published by the American physicist Hugh Everest in 1957. So it wasn't even that long ago, really. But it didn't gain much traction until about 1970, apparently.
Is he who Mount Everest is named after?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Let's see.
It was Hugh Everest III.
George Everest, a surveyor general of India.
This is like one of the first episodes where I see like Daniel truly kind of losing his crap.
And he has legitimate reason to.
It's great. I love it.
You come so home and usually. No one's in your house that you recognize.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
it's your house, but everything's different. Like
the
furniture's all different, and it's in different places. And the people in there are different.
Yeah,
Just
you may know
would
some, but they
mess
don't know
with
you.
Yeah. He does an amazing job
So
at
good.
this.
Yeah. I'm really glad that they give this stuff to Michael Shanks because his character is just so like sweet and innocent. So when you see him doing these kind of having these reactions, you're like, whoa, that range.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
Here we go.
Oh, her face.
Yeah, and the
Yep.
like the sound in the background, it's like
The
Like,
fact
there's
that he
that-
knows that, that's
yeah.
such a fantastic way of getting her to realize that, you know, he
Something's
knows
up.
her. Yeah. It's
So you see
phenomenal.
Jack will have the split
Oh, is
in
his desk
eyebrow.
over in this corner? Where's his desk? He always his desk was like in a weird angle in season 8 when he's general. Is it in the opposite corner at the moment in this reality? I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Yeah, it looks like it might be facing
Or it's a
the
bit further
the
out.
side wall instead of the back wall.
Just a little
Yeah, it
bit
just looks a
fixed.
bit weird.
SGA. Look at that.
Yeah, and look at that gross grey table. Ugh.
I don't mind it.
No, don't work.
You can go fly a kite.
So yeah, he's got the eyebrow thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's
Yeah.
it's kind of cool because
Chicks
like
dig
it's similar
scars.
to the
Yeah.
similar to the injury that he sustains in
Broken Divide.
Demons in season 3
Ooh.
as well. Which
Yeah.
sort of more results in that permanent scar that you see later on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just start extracting information. Just tell me what you know. We are running. He doesn't know how urgent this situation is.
No.
He has no clue.
Yeah.
So they are
And
on
then
pins and needles.
following rules isn't so important now when like the whole fate of the planet is like
this
right
whole
there.
teal conversation. Oh dear. Daniel, you should have been quiet.
Yeah, the Abydos thing.
Oh, this
It's
is
not.
what pushes Jack over the edge.
He's like,
Seriously,
I'm not
Jaffa's
doing
going to be
this.
on our team? No way.
Yeah.
Well, he's just sort of he's a lot he's not as soft as he is, or he's not as soft as the Jack that we know.
Daniel kind of softened
because
him a bit as
well,
well.
and also
as
he
the rest
didn't
of
go to
SG1.
Abydos. He didn't
Mhm.
have
No.
that like life-changing mission to Abydos. And you know, he didn't meet the people that he met, and it's just
But Charlie's
he's come
still
from
dead.
a different place.
Charlie is still dead, sadly.
The Abydos mission still happened.
No, don't tell him, Trulak. Don't.
Oh, here we go.
Don't write it down. Don't write it down.
Yeah, this is the fork in the road.
Don't do it. It really upsets me that I know. It's so bad.
Well, Catherine wants him to stick around at this point to figure out what he knows, and she's trying to give something to Jack
Yeah.
to make him valuable. So, teal. No, teal.
It's
So
not the color.
pissed.
Oh, the wig. This wig is so good. I'm so
This
excited.
wig is great.
It is
Best
a
wig
good
ever.
wig.
Yeah.
And it just gets worse from here.
Yep.
I just realized before that I made a mistake. I didn't mean Abydos, I meant Chulak.
Yes.
What are the odds another reality that's this different from ours would have a remote code while Washington and Philadelphia are gone?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny. Daniel going through with the remote iris code, like he wouldn't have been able to make it. Like there was absolutely no way in hell that I should have really let him through, but I'm shocked that he got lucky.
Yeah. I think we've got a goof coming up when they're dialing Chulak. Walter is heard calling out the locked chevrons, but his lips don't move.
Well.
So my theory is that he's practicing like a ventriloquism act for like the SGA talent show.
Oh, that's great.
Ray Wood said, I'm glad they didn't go with the Star Trek evil goatee method. I haven't seen Star Trek enough to know what you're saying. However, alternate reality Teal'c in season 3 gets that horrible little tiny black beard thing. So let's hold our horses.
Well, we do have ponytail Teal'c.
Hey,
We
it's
do!
General
Goodness.
Kerrigan on the screen there.
Yes. This is a great episode because it sets up like the fear. Like the Gould can often like because we have been with them so long, we kind of see them often as a joke in a way. Like I see Apophis as a big bag of laughs.
Yeah, but
however,
they were
this
still
one makes me
largely
fear
an
him.
unknown in the first season.
Yeah, and even though I
really
already know
works.
Apophis is quite funny and laughable to me now, in like a good way. He's great. I love him. This episode makes me actually fear him again.
The gun and the grenade are ours.
Yeah. Hogwarts said, "Do you think Jack killed everyone on Abydos with the bomb in this reality, or is that somehow similar to our reality in the result?" I wonder if he killed the people on Abydos. Do we know the answer to that, guys?
We don't.
No.
I mean, considering that Daniel wasn't there, it's entirely possible that mission went south.
It's why it probably is still so cold. They got the
Yeah.
Abydos cartouche and just yeeted out there.
Yep. Yeah, hog wild. I say Jack killed everyone. Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, it had to go a bit differently, like not the 2-year survival of Daniel or something, but they must have found what they needed in order to get the cartouche situation and find certain planets, but, you know, not in the way that we experienced it.
Here we go. Stop the nuke. Jeez.
Oh, I can't believe Jack did this. I remember when I watched this as a kid. I was like, who, what? This is not my Jack.
All over again.
Yeah. Such a terrible call, but I mean, he's just operating on the fly.
So yeah.
And
the way that sounds like, hey, we should be prioritizing saving these people instead of killing these other people, you know? And he's just not listening.
But where are all the people that they've evacuated? I guess they're just
hanging out upstairs somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes, thank you, Daniel.
That's the thing.
Death Told Earth's going to be everybody, so...
Blowing up a city, one of their cities, is not going to stop them.
No. I'm just going to murder Teal'c's family, and he's going to be even more salty about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could have maybe had a chance with
good
Teal'c.
reason.
Teal'c still had Braytak. You know, SG1's influence has absolutely... Like, they have... Their influence isn't needed for Teal'c to have that hope with Braytak. You know, Teal'c just needs to be pushed over at some point by someone. And if he hadn't have murdered his kid just now, then, you know, it would have been possible to save Earth with the help of Teal'c. Not entirely, but do something at least.
So they were going to send another warhead. Keep doing it.
It's just cruel. Just stop.
Wow. Even Catherine's like, no, this is not
yeah.
Right.
And this is why your Earth isn't making it.
And Daniel's like, I'm never going to get home.
Right.
Yeah. Make love, not war, guys. It's just screwed up. It's the Stargate actually can do that.
Yeah, not
eventually.
Not until season 9. So.
Yeah, and a very special,
I wish they had
unique circumstances.
I wish they had kept the Stargate's, you know, features very specific.
Yeah.
One of the problems that Rob Cooper said, one of the problems that they had when they first launched the show is people were like, what does the Stargate do? You know,
yes.
And they were trying
one planet to another.
Right. Yeah, but a change in time, a change in dimension, you know, and they were really trying to get specific with the rules so that people, you know, who were tuning in were like, well, what does it do? You know?
Yeah.
It's just it is a space gate. That is all. It's not a time gate, it's not a dimension gate. So
yeah, I mean, I tuned into Stargate really randomly with my dad in random places. And my dad just went, okay, gate goes to other planets. And I went, cool. And then that was it.
That was your introduction to Stargate. Just a brief summary. It goes to other planets.
Yeah. And then he made me start memorizing the characters and actors just to test me, see how good I was, which is why I'm so great at this trivia now. I'm going to keep bringing it up.
Wow.
Yeah, everything's kind of a test with my family. Everything's a competition. It's like you know, you should be practicing these things.
Wow, that explains.
Which is ironic because like half my family never finished school, so you know. But we like to test ourselves on things that like media and you know books and stuff. I love that he's searching himself. He's like, let me just check,
well,
you know, what's going on. Yeah.
If given a moment.
Egypt.
He could have left Egypt at any point, though. He could be in like Japan on holiday, although, you know,
So
he's
this is
pretty
probably
poor.
He's, you know, his focus
I
is
was going to say
Egyptian.
this is probably a
Yeah.
good time to bring up the timeline. Apparently, this is approximately 2 years since the movie and approximately 1 year since Children of the Gods.
And we
Yeah.
know
obviously
he's
it's
dead.
a day before
Because
politics.
the big
Yeah.
blot of red on Egypt. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
We know he's
yeah,
dead because there's
exactly.
no entropic cascade failure. So
Yes.
oh yeah,
Yes, that's
which is
true.
not really a
That's
thing
true.
discussed until season
Which they
3.
haven't.
Correct.
Yeah, they haven't.
which was brought up
had happened yet.
because right.
So my friend Faye isn't like into sci-fi, but I made her watch oh my god, what's the season 3 episode, guys?
Point of view.
With the alternate set, thank you. Point of view. And so my friend Faye was watching it and she saw the entropic cascade failure happening, and she went, "Is it because there's 2 of them in one reality?" Before Sam even said it, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes, good, you're picking it up.
I
Join me."
that up.
So
we're about to have a pyramid ship land on our roof.
Indeed.
Well, a hot talk, not strictly a pyramid ship.
Yeah, it's not good. I really like just the fact that Stargate is just so accessible because it gives you the rules and it explains things to you in a way that you can kind of pick up on what the answer could potentially be.
Yeah,
and it's a really good show.
They did pretty good at mainly sticking with like the rules that they'd established early on. Mainly sticking.
Amazing shot, by the way.
Yeah,
that's really
it's
cool.
A very cool shot. Because I think I've discussed this with you guys before. Like, I not too long ago watched Once Upon a Time, and they changed the lore of Once Upon a Time so many times, and it's just like, guys, come on.
It was kind of messy.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I kept dropping in and out of enjoyment of it, so I struggled to get through.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this shot, this pan up, oh, it's so good. Like, just I'm stressed.
Very excellent shot.
Jed Ted said that Google photo of Daniel kind of invokes James Spader a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was
does. That's what I thought too.
Was very there with the hair.
I had to really look hard to make sure it was
yeah. His hair was so poofy. I genuinely, his face was so dark in that photo. I was like, "It's a shadow. Is that actually him, or is it James Spader?"
Yeah,
or did they splice him and James Spader
like
together?
A chance to do like a throwback to the movie.
You know what? That'd have been a great time because he could have looked a bit different in this reality. Not much different, but
yeah, that just gets complicated.
The point is,
window of opportunity. Well, they could all go with him to the planet with the mirror, and then gate from there to the beta site.
It's quite funny that Daniel's kind of like just a nuisance there, and everyone's just kind of like, "Oh, yeah, the point is move on, blah, blah, blah. Let's not talk about how we messed up and let's try and be productive." And Daniel's like, "No, you need to take responsibility for the fact that you screwed up. So how about we talk about it?"
Establishes the 38 minutes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I was going to bring that up.
Oh, sorry.
And the whole fact that the you're more than welcome to bring up facts.
We're all seasoned Stargate fans. I'm glad that we know some of these facts already, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was going to say the lack of a DHD kind of is the reason why the Earth Stargate isn't able to dial any faster.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the reason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll add that to my list of things to remember for trivia.
File that away for later.
Yeah.
Deep Space transmission.
Dan Ben said James Spader, not Spider, right? Lol.
Yes.
Did I accidentally say Spider instead of Spader, or did I just say it too fast for people to understand me? Spader. I know it's Spader.
James Spader.
Spader. Oh my God, it's James Spader. I loved him in The Office.
Stop. You're freaking me out, man.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Beware the destroyers.
Yes.
They come from. Forget the sequence.
And here's your lotto numbers.
Right.
32.
Is one the coordinates the symbol for the originating gate? Was that the solution of the cipher?
left, if I know. Oh,
I
yes.
can't
No, I think you're
remember.
right. What, from their gate? From
Right.
1 till thing on their gate? Yes, it is. I think. It's a gate address at the point of origin.
Yep.
I just want to say that, like, you know, I hadn't seen much Stargate when I saw this episode. So this really blew my mind. And
Yeah, it's very clever.
yeah, and the way they explain that, and the way also, like, it's quite kind of, as a child, it's quite hard to comprehend the way the constellations and the dialing works, but the way that Daniel explains how they're the numbers and a code, and it's, you know,
Yeah.
you match it. I was like, oh, that's such a cool way of seeing it.
There we go.
Yeah. Very convenient that you got the alternate reality on tape. Love it.
I don't think we ever get a look at their point of origin. We only do a couple of times.
Yeah.
The planet with the residents. It's like that funnel tornado.
Yeah.
And of course the Antarctic Stargate.
Yes.
Why is the point of origin being the one thing that's dialed so early? Oh yeah, because obviously. Wait, no, who's dialing first? Who's dialing which one? What? See, this always confuses me because if they're dialing in and we're dialing out, we're trying to like match the dials or whatever. Because then why is it being?
Well,
whatever.
they're using a dial home device and they can just punch them in.
Yeah,
you know? We have to go all around.
But it's still going as slowly as R1 is, and they're kind of like trying to beat them to the punch. So are they having a slow dial from their end that's keeping as slow as R1? And did they put the point of origin in the middle? Because I don't know. It's like, it's weird because why would the point of origin be like the second or third one dialed in?
Yeah,
it's a goof.
Goofs.
It's a goof. I was literally about to bring that one up.
Oh, was it up? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that was something that always threw me off. Yeah, see, it's not even on there.
Yeah, he punches in the point of origin too early.
Yeah.
It's like Chevron 2 or Chevron 3 instead of
would
Chevron
it have been
7.
randomly on their gate or like their version, but their version would have been their point of origin, so never mind.
Look
at me trying to find ways to excuse it, and it's not working.
No, it's just a goof.
Come on, guys.
F7 Super Serial. I always love O'Neill's fancy slap of his MP5 that was like, well, it's about to go to hell, you know, so... I think this is the only time that there's a Jaffa fight in the corridors of the SGC.
Jaffa never really get close enough. They send other stuff.
Yeah, I mean we've got the super soldiers, you know, in
the Ashrak.
The Ashrak.
Oh yeah, the Ashrak, yeah.
Yeah, the Ritu, but yeah, the replicators
running
obviously.
Around every now and again.
Great shots.
Yeah.
If you got the side of that shot, oh, they did get it. Okay.
I'm sorry, was that the point of origin again on their gate? Would a point of origin be on other gates?
The point of origin would be for the unique symbol on every gate. But unfortunately, a lot of times they show an Earth symbol off-world, so...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Maybe it's just a symbol that looks really, really similar. And it's just a triangle.
I missed another goof, but I think it was kind of subtle. So when we saw Tilk, apparently his staff weapon jumps from his right to his left hand between the wide view and the close-up.
Or maybe he's a ninja and he moves it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the capacitors, Lockwatcher says, the Stargate is held in place by mop bucket squeegees. Yeah, the capacitors on the Stargate are squeegee parts.
Yes.
Mop bucket squeegee parts.
Dan Ben said the second mirror episode, they're in the corridor. Yes, technically they are. Yes, thank you. Why do I think of that? They are running around having a firefight with Jafar in the SGC corridors in the other alternate reality episode. Silly us.
Oh, they fight the replicators in the corridor too. Did we mention that?
Yeah, but we're just saying David said the Jafar specific fights in corridors.
Yeah, no, I can't think of any others.
And it's twice.
The Ritu, the Ashrak, Near T.
Yep.
Flirty, dirty, nerdy.
I love that like black holes were still technically a theory, like, you know, when this came out. And like lately we've got an actual proof of their existence. And I think that's just really cool. Like, how many more things is Stargate going to bring up about Einstein's theories of relativity that we're actually going to see come, you know, to actual fact and proof? Exciting. Learning is fun.
Yeah, the universe is a very fascinating place.
Owen says, to Teal'c fight Jafar in the VR training? No, he fights the super soldiers. Anubis' super soldiers.
You know their formal name?
Oh, crap. How many? I feel like I know. Let me think on it.
To the audience, they'll come up with it. All right.
Yeah, come on, guys.
This is a great exchange.
No, I do know what they're called. I was overthinking it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
Yeah, come on, audience. Come on, audience.
Let's wait until see who gets it first. This is a big ask.
It is a big ask.
Let's give up a bunch of people to get off world from your planet to someone else's.
Yeah.
To give me a chance to get home and warn mine.
It's like, you guys are already screwed. Just help me out as like a last bit of effort on your part.
Yeah.
But they could have gone with him. And then gated to the other planet.
Yeah, they could have.
Lewis Cox has it with Cull Warriors. Hogwild said it a second later with a typo of Kill Warriors, and then fixed it with Cull Warriors. Good job, guys.
We're really behind on this episode, like 30 seconds. There he is. Oof. And instead of a facial beard, he's got a big thing of hair.
Yeah, I wonder what forks in the road kind of happened in this reality for him to be sporting such a fine ponytail.
It's a very, very lush, thick ponytail. So
yeah,
I always wondered how it stayed glued to the back of his head.
Yes. We've got William
as well
in the chat with something that I've always thought, which is, why didn't they just gate to the beta site to save everybody that was left as quickly as possible, and then Daniel gates the other planet from there?
Like, yeah,
exactly.
I've always wondered that.
Point. I mean, at the end of the day, it's academic because everyone's dead.
Yeah,
but, yeah, that should have
been
the
say
plan.
That? Doesn't Jack say in the end this is academic? Did you just say things about he's about to say?
Does he say? I don't think he uses that term in this episode.
I feel like he does in a second. I don't know why. You just said it and then it triggered that. I've never heard anyone else ever use that phrase.
It's not intentional. You've never heard the term, the argument is academic?
Yeah, it's just not a thing that I've ever really heard of people I talk to.
Oh, okay.
You're smart people.
Not really. Just watch a lot of TV.
Still makes you smart.
Go talk to him.
It can't hurt.
Nope.
What have you got to lose at this stage?
Did you notice the lightning or the lights going through this between the Stargate and the Iris? So the Iris only fits in the middle of the gate. They should have like duct taped, some dark patches on the other side of it. Ah, good old AV cables.
Yeah, classic.
Oh, that look between them.
And by the by,
the shipping moment.
Yeah.
Of course,
he always says come here. He does the same thing in season 8 Threads, where he says come here, kind of,
He does it a couple of times.
He does it a bunch of times.
Hogwild he said it's all academic unless Carter can get the gate dialed. I think we actually just spoke over it. I feel like you said it, David, at the time, but he said it. Yeah. I'll go back and double check later.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
It was just, you've watched the episode so many times, it just sort of buried somewhere.
It all kind of just bled together.
Don is great in this.
Yeah.
These are his men.
He's got such a commanding presence.
He does.
Let's go kick some Jafar butt.
Yeah, whoever you guys were mentioning who fleshed out this universe, I would love to read that.
The short story, the fan fiction that I mentioned.
Yep.
It's one of my favorites. It's really good. She's actually written.
Can she publish it somewhere?
Written by an Australian.
Like in a book form? I'd love to get my hands on it.
So I don't think so. I think she She won some like fan fiction
Oh,
awards.
really? That's cool.
You know, like within the fan fiction community, so it's not like anything official.
I love that lovely. Face. That is a one-of-a-kind face.
Yes. I know everything about you, Teal'c. Jed Ted said, love our Jack and Sam reactions when they hear about the engagement. I am so excited to see the next episode. Just for the first minute.
Engaged.
Like, politics is a very skippable episode in a lot of ways. Except I like seeing Kinsey, you know, closing everything down. Yeah.
Eats the scene.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He really elevates that episode because that episode's pretty like it can be pretty meh. And he really brings it. But like the first minute, I always just watch that, and if I want to skip politics and go to the next, I will. You know, if I'm rewatching. And so I go, that first minute, okay, now next. Because it's just so fun to watch them reacting.
No, it's still a pretty important episode.
It is. Well, I might just skip to the end and then go to the next. If the time sometimes.
Ow. So my cat's biting me.
Oh,
they are not that advanced. They steal their stuff from other people.
Yep.
If other aliens didn't leave a big like manual behind explaining alternate realities, the Ghoul don't know it.
The reversal of this scene is fantastic. He's actually getting some kind of traction with them to make him stop. And then, oh, by the way, you screwed this up earlier.
Yeah. Teal'c is so close to like to listening and doing and helping. And it's so sad that Jack messed up so bad.
Right, because you know he may have had the instinct to turn from his god, just like he did in the other reality. But once his family's dead, he's not going to be helping this planet.
Yeah. He's given him so much leverage, though.
Don't mention your family. This is a mistake.
Here we go.
That was a mistake.
They are dead.
You killed them, my dude.
Great twist. Yep.
Oh, look at him. He's like, he's like, I doomed all the people in this facility and maybe others on Earth just because of that.
Like the camera angle and like the look on his face just before his shot
also,
as well.
He just murdered
the realization
his
that he's
son.
Just really screwed up.
Yep.
Jack's son also died, so like he must know how bad that feels to lose a son. So it's like he kind of, I feel like he takes it as I deserve this.
Oh my god.
He sadly is like, yep, this is it. I
sold that prop.
Did you?
Oh, did you?
Yep.
The big stand with the gun.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Can you imagine? He would have been severed in half.
Mm-hmm.
Jed Ted said, I wish someone would mod God of War on PC to give Kratos that ponytail.
No, it's still left on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have been screwed if it had an auto off timer.
I will say everyone is going out in with a bang with such like great like hero with moments. You know? Yeah, like Jack's went out really sadly, like paying for his sins.
Oh, Sam's is just like Sam's completely kick ass.
Awesome. I'm just like, yeah, girl. You know,
by the way,
condone that.
I wish to blow us all to hell.
But yes, yeah.
I miss
Catherine.
Obviously. I went and saw Elizabeth. I think I mentioned in the last podcast that she was in. I went and saw Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know you did. You did an interview with her in like, was it like 2006 or 2008 or something?
And then
Gate World?
And then one for another podcast at Stargate Command. Yeah, here. Will said we're about to see Walter in action for the only time. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
When your base is under attack, it doesn't matter if you're a general or if you're enlisted. You are an infantryman.
The janitor.
Yep. The janitor.
You are an infantryman. Oh
no, just picking him off, aren't they?
The glow of it on his chest as well. It's like,
yeah.
What a shot.
Oh,
this is a great episode.
I'm so tense.
It really is. Like, it literally has me on the edge of my wheelie chair.
I want to see her engagement ring. It wasn't that big, but it's okay. Look at it. That's pretty solid, actually. No, that's pretty big, actually.
Yeah.
Good,
I wonder if it's her actual engagement ring, like Amanda Tappan's.
With Alan? I don't know.
Yeah, wonder.
No, they usually are given them as props, but I didn't sell it, so I sold a lot of their jewelry.
Oh, that line. Oh,
and what's sad is Catherine just lost her friend. And it's like, oh, it's just me now. It's just, I love it that Catherine's the one that's holding down the fort to save the day.
It's her Stargate.
In a way. Yeah. She's like, this is my place. This is my facility. I'm doing it. And it's just like, yes, my girl.
Eek.
Yeah. Okay. We really should be seeing the gate spin like a lot faster, but okay.
Yeah.
They draw
Catherine,
it out for suspense, right?
Oh, it's so sad.
Rip Catherine.
I guess it is moving faster. Okay.
Sliver.
Auto-destruct. Love how the voice for the auto-destruct is so calm.
Yeah, she's like, hey, death is coming.
That's on purpose.
Enjoy.
To keep the officers and enlisted calm.
Yeah, if you start screaming panic, it's not going to help. Oh, hello, we are besties.
Oh, we're buddies. We're buddies. Come on.
Look, it's kind of like he almost knows him. Like he kind of just looks at him, but doesn't shoot. It's a weird moment.
Exactly. There's like the most
recognition,
subtle, switch of his brow.
And they obviously don't recognize each other, but it's a moment of something about you.
Do you reckon he deliberately shot him in the arm, or is that just a missed opportunity to kill him?
Yeah. He's too angry to care about saving anybody now.
There's nothing they can do.
What an ending.
Vengeance is vengeance. It's phenomenal. Oh, you can see the windows are all slanted to the camera shot.
Yeah, they're all turned. Yep. And fade to white. And you better shut that thing down so the explosion doesn't translate through the wormhole. But
yeah, that's what I always think about.
That was before,
I love that Teal'c just shot him, and now he's going to go and be like, "Oh, my dude, help me." To other Teal'c, like it was no big deal. It's like, yeah, you're the one that did that. I'm really sad that in the next episode he doesn't say, "Hey, you did this." He just says, "Yeah, you were leading the attack on Earth." It's like, it could have been a bit more fun with it.
So they've been walking around this room for
a long
7, 8, 9 hours. Daniel. I'm assuming they came back. They left and they came back, but I don't know.
I'd say so.
So, now it's off. Convenient. Now it's off.
Yeah.
So now he has to explain.
Mm.
He's gonna be all like, "You were there, and you were there, and there's no place like home."
Right. Exactly. Next week.
Yep.
It's because it is.
Oh.
Great, and I'm still getting goosebumps. First time I watched it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I will say the finale.
Breaking news.
The finale isn't as strong as like other episodes of Stargate, in my opinion, but this episode sets it up to be a lot more serious and scary. And also in the early days, obviously, well, coming up, 2 ships was pretty threatening, and then by season 7, it's like a whole armada.
Yeah, I just love how this story is so intricate. Like, the main catalyst is Daniel declining Catherine's invitation to join the original Stargate program.
That shows how important Daniel was to the program.
Like, the tapestry of this episode is so intricate. It's it's cool.
Yeah, F7 Super Serial said the base blowing up probably destroyed the mirror on the other side, which would have suggested that as soon as Daniel got through to the other planet, he had 10 seconds to get into the other room and use the device. But it's possible.
It's a good way to try and excuse it.
Why it's off, yeah. I like it.
I like all the excuses we try to make. Great show still. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. No 10s. There but for the grace out of God. There before the grace of God, everyone.